Welcome back to the session on business research methods. In the previous session, we have discussed in much detail what all are the applications of research in social sciences and business sciences. Now, the next topic for the discussion is features of good research study. We will discuss in detail what are the characteristics of a good research, or what is the criteria of a good research, how a good research should be. In other words, what are the qualities of a good research. So, we will discuss in detail what all are the features of a good research study. It is said that always a good research generates dependable data. The dependable data, it means the data which is derived by professionally conducted practices and which can be used reliably for effective decision making. For effective decision making, lot of research studies will be carried out, and a good research is one which generates dependable data, the data which is proof based or evidence based, and that data is collected by professionally conducted practices. So systematically, by using all professional codes of ethics, data will be gathered, and such a reliable data will be used for decision making. So that is what one characteristics of a good research study. Good research also follows the standards of scientific method. We have discussed in much detail what is scientific research, how the research study is carried out in a scientific way. When we say that the research is conducted in a scientific way, it means when we follow the systematic procedure for collecting the data, analysis of the data, and interpretation of the data. Not only that, even in a prescribed format, the reporting will happen. So such a research is called as scientific research. So always good research follows standards of scientific method. Scientific in the sense, if the data is collected systematically, and empirical based procedures are used for generation of replicable research. Empirical basis, all the data which is gathered must be evidence based or proof based. And a good research is one which is replicable. Even if the research study is repeated 10 times or 100 times, it must yield the same results. The research must be verifiable. Such a research is called as replicable research. Apart from this, there are various characteristics or criteria of a good research. We will discuss what all are the components or criteria of a good research. First, it is stated that the purpose must be clearly defined. In a good research study, the purpose must be clearly defined. So always the researcher first they will start with the objectives of the research or purpose of the research. So it should start with clear definition of the research problem and clear purpose of the study. The researcher must be very clear about why the research study is being carried out, the purpose behind that, why a study is conducted. So that is what called as the purpose of the research or objective of the research. So the first criteria is purpose must be clearly defined. The purpose of the business research must be clearly defined and sharply delineated in terms of unambiguous as possible. Unambiguous in the sense in clear definition. There must be very clarity in the definition of the research problem and research objectives without any confusion, without any ambiguity. The purpose must be defined by the researcher. So that is what the first step. Second is research process must be detailed. Whatever technique, whatever process, whatever steps which are used in the research study must be described in sufficient detail. The entire research process. So we have discussed in the previous sessions the flow chart of the research process, 7 different steps of the research study. All the steps starting with problem definition to interpretation and report writing, everything must be prescribed in sufficient detail. So that is what the second criteria. Research process must be detailed. The research procedures used should be described in sufficient detail to permit another researcher to repeat the research. When we have such a clear steps or procedure of conducting the research, even if the research study is followed by the further researchers, so they will not face any difficulty in conducting such a study. If the study is repeated by the further researchers or follow researchers, so they should not face any difficulty. So for that reason, the research process must be detailed in sufficient description must be given. Third criteria is research design must be thoroughly planned. We have discussed in much detail what is research design. Research design, it's a blueprint or a layout which is prepared by the researcher before conducting the research. So good research is one which always starts with the research design, a blueprint which is prepared for conducting the research. That must be thoroughly planned by the researcher. All the in other words, research design is called as procedural design, or it is a structural framework which will be used by the researcher for conducting the study. So the procedural design of the research should be clearly described, and it must be carefully planned to yield results that are as objective as possible. So research design also includes sample design. Even in sufficient detail, sample design must be specified, like what is the sample size, sampling unit, sample area from where the samples will be chosen, and the technique which will be used for collecting the sample, and the framework which is used for selecting the sample, the document which is used for selecting the sample. Everything must be clearly specified in the research design. This is the third criteria. Fourth criteria is high ethical standards must be applied. A good research is one which follows ethical practices or ethical standards without cheating, without deceiving. When a research study is carried out, researcher must be highly ethical. He must not follow any shortcut methods, or he must not cheat or deceive the respondents while conducting the study. So that is from the side of the research practices or research standards from the side of the researcher. At the same time, even the participants must be highly ethical. It must be taken care that the respondents or the participants who are involved in the study must also give the correct results without any bias. So research design that includes the safeguards against causing mental or physical harm. In most of the studies, the care is taken that the researcher should not harm either mentally or physically the participants while conducting the study. And one more important requirement is the good research is one which makes data integrity a first priority. Lot of information is gathered by the researcher while conducting the study. It could be personal information. So the researcher must keep the confidentiality of the data. If we are collecting the income related information or name, email, contact number, address, all, if you are collecting some personal information for the study, so that information must be kept confidential by the researcher. So that is what the data integrity. A good research is one which makes data integrity a first priority, which should be highly valued. For the purpose it is gathered, for that purpose only it should be used. It should not be given to any other third party. Most of the times it will happen. Research agencies, they collect the data for some other purpose, and if somebody else is asking the information, by charging some money, that information, confidential information will be shared. That is not a good practice, or it is not a ethical practice. A good research is one which makes data integrity a first priority. The confidentiality of the data must be maintained by the researcher. At the same time, they should not create any harm, either mental harm or physical harm to the respondents. A lot of care must be taken while collecting the data. So this is another thing. Fourth characteristics is the limitations must be frankly revealed. Every research or a good research or scientific research, it will specifies the limitations of the study. Limitations are nothing but what drawbacks or what all are the shortcomings of the research study. So that will be clearly specified in the research study. Sometimes we will be facing the limitation of time. The time may not be sufficient to collect detailed information. So that could be one study, or you would have studied some other factors because of the non-availability of the budget. The study may not be carried out in depth. This could be another limitation. So whatever limitations or restrictions or overcomings, what are the shortcomings the researcher is facing, that must be specified very clearly in the research study. I'll tell you why this is done. When we frankly reveal the limitation, for the researchers, most of the research studies, either they will be carried out or in continuation with the studies which are being carried out. So hence the followers they'll come to know what are the limitations of the study and how we have to overcome those limitations. So that will be very simple. So that's the reason the limitations of the study will be revealed by the researchers. The researcher should report with complete frankness flaws in procedural design. What all are the mistakes or what all are the restrictions or limitations in the research design, procedural design, that must be clearly specified. And they must also estimate the effect of these limitations on the findings of the study. So this is another thing. Like for example, if a researcher is conducting a study to know the influence of the quality of a particular product on the purchase of the a particular product, if this study is carried out. Apart from quality, there are some other factors, like it could be the income of a respondent, or it could be the influence of the promotional activities. So researcher is considering only one factor. He has left the other two factors. That must be very clearly specified in the limitation. Like what are the limitations of the study, and further researchers how they have to overcome these limitations or restrictions when they conduct the similar type of study. So that is what called as limitations must be frankly revealed. Sixth characteristics is adequate analysis for decision makers' needs. So a good research is one which leads to adequate data analysis. The data analysis must be carried out in sufficient way or in adequate manner, because the very purpose of research is to help the decision maker or to solve the research problem. If the analysis is not adequate or if it is not sufficient for solving the research problem, then that is of no use. A good research is one which leads to adequate data analysis. Analysis of the data should be extensive, enough to reveal its significance. This is the prime requirement. The methods of analysis used should be appropriate and adequate analysis must be done. So all the methods which are used for data analysis must be sufficient or they must be adequate. One more important thing in the analysis of data is the validity and reliability of data should be checked very carefully. Validity is nothing but the accuracy of the data. Reliability of data is nothing but the consistency of the data. Validity is accuracy and reliability is the believability or trustworthiness of the data. So even if the data is repeated 10 times, it should reveal the same results or it should come out with the same result. So these two types of analysis or testing will be done during the scientific research. One is validity of the data and the other is the reliability of the data. The next characteristics are findings must be presented unambiguously. So this is also one of the requirement or prerequisite of a good research. Research findings must be clearly specified, unambiguously in the sense very clearly, very precisely, without any confusion. Simple language must be used while interpreting the results and writing down the findings. The presentation of data should be comprehensive, very detailed, reasonably interpreted. Enough interpretation must be done. It must be easily understood by the decision maker. Just now I said simple language, too much technical words like jargons should not be used while writing the findings. And it must be organized so that the decision maker can readily locate critical findings. You know, in most of the research studies, when we take example of PhD thesis and all, findings will be split into different sections. Like what are the primary findings, major findings, and then the supporting findings. Hypothesis related findings will be specified in a different section. So in that way, if the categorization of findings is made, then decision makers or the users of the report can easily identify and they can locate that particular finding which may solve their purpose. So that is what the thing. Findings must be presented very clearly and very precisely. Conclusions must be justified. A scientific research and good research is one which always leads to justified conclusions. Justified in the sense whatever conclusions you are drawing, that must be evidence based or proof based. There must be enough data to support that conclusion. So that is what the requirement. Conclusion should be limited to those for which the data provide an adequate basis. Only conclude the findings in such a way that you should give enough evidence for that conclusion. So that is what the thing. Then last is researchers' experience reflected. A good research or scientific research is one where the researcher's experience is reflected. Greater confidence in the research is warranted if the researcher is highly qualified and experienced person. This is another requirement. He has a good reputation in research. He is a person of integrity. He has good reputation of conducting the research, and at the same time a person of integrity. He must keep the confidentiality of the information. These all are certain characteristics of a good research. Apart from this, in other words, we can state the qualities of a good research as: one is, good research is systematic. Why it is systematic? Because all the structured procedures are used for conducting the research, structured with specified steps to be taken in a specified sequence in accordance with well-defined set of rules. Well-defined or well-planned set of rules will be used for conducting the research. Such a research is called as systematic research, or good research is systematic. It does not allow the use of guesswork. So there is no application of guesswork or intuition. Intuition is nothing but the feeling of the respondents. So the use of guesswork, intuition in arriving at conclusions must not be used. Such things must be avoided. Whatever conclusions you are drawing, that must be evidence-based or data-based. That must be justifiable with proper evidences. So no intuition or no guesswork of the researcher should be used while drawing the conclusion. Such a research is called as systematic. Good research is logical. It follows certain pattern, logical pattern, a step-by-step method, sequential order, like starting with problem definition, then review of literature, then going for formulation of working hypothesis, then developing a research design, then collection of the data, analysis of the data, testing of hypothesis, interpretation and report writing. So this is what certain logical pattern or sequential order should be followed while conducting the research. It is guided by the rules of logical reasoning and logical process of induction and deduction. These are of great value in carrying out the research. Good research is empirical. Empirical in the sense it must be evidence based or data based. Whatever conclusions you are drawing, that must be supported by enough evidence. So that type of research is called as empirical. It implies that research is related basically to one or more aspects of real situation, and it must deal with concrete data that provides a basis for external validity to research results. Whatever results you are drawing, whatever conclusions you are drawing, that must be supported by enough evidences or enough proofs. That is what a empirical research, empirical nature of the research. Good research is replicable. Even if you repeat the same study, if the study is carried out by somebody else later, after a month ago, it should come out or it should yield the same results. So such a research study is called as replicable study. The characteristics allows researchers' results to be verified by replicating the study and thereby building a sound basis for decision. Even if it is repeated 10 times, it should come out with the same results. So such results are more reliable and valid results. So these all are the various characteristics of the good research. Thank you.